question that I know a lot of us are thinking about is, how do I know when it's my inner critic talking? And how do I know if I'm just being realistic? After all, sometimes I'm not qualified for something. Sometimes I'm not ready. Sometimes I really did something that didn't turn out so great. So how do I know when I'm making a realistic assessment of something or when my inner critic is really misleading me? So here's the answer. You want to listen to the tone of the thinking in your head, and that's going to tell you the difference. So I'll give you an example from my client, Claire. And Claire had worked in corporate retail for a long time, different management functions, and all the while she really wanted to start her own retail business. But whenever she would think about it, she'd hear this in her head. I don't know if I really have enough experience yet. I haven't really done very much in finance, and also that's taking a huge risk to my family, and do I really want to put my kids through that? Is that responsible? That's what her thinking would sound like. So were those valid concerns? Was that just being realistic, or was that Claire's critic? So we can tell it's her critic because of the anxious, nervous, fast-paced, chattery tone of the thoughts. And also, did you notice how there was nothing in those thoughts that was actually trying to help her find a solution or an answer to those questions? So if her realistic thinking was operating there, it might sound like this. Wow, I really want to start that retail business. It's been a dream for so long, and gosh, I would love to do that. And I wonder if I have all the experience I need yet. How can I find that out? Maybe I could go talk to Susie and Jan, who started retail businesses. And I really don't want to put my family at financial risk when I'm doing this. So I'm going to need to find a way to do this that doesn't involve a level of risk that I'm not comfortable with. I wonder what that might be. Can you hear how in the second example, her thinking is very generative, it's optimistic and kind of emotionally uncharged and neutral, and she's actually looking for solutions and answers to her questions. That's what your best realistic thinking sounds like. It's on your own side. It's solution-oriented, whereas your inner critic is going to be all about black and white thinking and very declaration-oriented. And it's not going to be looking for or moving towards any resolution for the concerns that it's voicing. So here is your homework for this week. Start to pull these two different voices apart. Notice when you've got that generative, friendly to yourself, realistic thinking happening. And notice when you're just hearing the train running of your inner critic. Let me know how it goes.